What's your name?
Frida de Luca.
Ferida.
Frida.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm Icha.
Nice to
Okay,
meet you.
nice to meet you too. Number one, can you share a memorable experience from your school day related to learning mathematics? Can there a particular lesson or moment that made you understand math better or appreciate it more?
Well, I don't have one particular moment, but it happens very often just when I go to class and I don't understand a topic at first, but then we work on it together and then I understand it. So it's like it usually happens like that.
Okay, next. Did you ever face challenge while learning mathematics? How did you overcome them and what strategy or support helped you the most?
Well, I face challenges pretty often because I'm not very good at math. So,
Mhm.
yes, but my strategies or my support are mostly my friends because I have a lot of friends who are good at math, and then we just meet after school and they explain it again, and then I understand.
Okay. Next, did you have a teacher who inspires or motive you to love mathematics? Can you tell us a story about a teacher who made and difference your math education?
In eighth grade, I had a teacher, and while there was COVID and we had to stay at home, she told us that we can call her if we have any problems or any questions. And we had like extra classes with her, and she was very nice and she helped us. Oh, wait, the light.
Okay, no,
She
no
helped
problem.
us a lot with our problems in math. So she's probably the teacher who made
Okay,
me like math a bit more.
okay. Next is the a specific area or mathematics that you enjoy learning the most. Could you share a story about why that particular concept or topic fascinate you?
I don't have one particular, but mostly if I don't understand a topic and then after some time I do, I start to enjoy working with it just like, because I have this I don't know how to say it, but just because I like to work with it when I can, because before it's hard if I don't understand it, so it's not very fun. But then if I understand, it gets more enjoyable.
Okay. Next. Mm, what was your first memory of learning mathematics? Was there a particular math topic or activity that spoke at you interest in the subject?
Well, my first memory is probably first grade because there we started to have math in school. And at that time, I really liked it because it was very easy. It was just counting numbers, and that was
Okay.
fun. So,
Okay. Can you share a story where you asked met the real life outside of school? How did your understanding of math help you solve a problem or make and this dedication?
when I sew clothing, like for fun, it helps because sometimes I have to calculate the measurements pants or like a t-shirt or something. So it helps to have this math understanding. And I work at like a supermarket. So sometimes if the machine doesn't work, I have to count the money I have to give back. It's like basic math, but still it helps.
Okay, okay. Next. Why do you think mathematics is important subject for to learn? How does prepare them for future challenge but academically and the real world?
I think mostly because it's like it teaches you how to focus on something and how to be disciplined about it and to keep up with it. So more because of that and not because of the actual exercises.
Okay. Did you ever experience math anxiety? How did you manage or overcome your fear or stress related to math?
Well, I very often stress about math because, like, especially before we're writing an exam or something, I always stress because it's like I don't know a lot of topics at that time, and then I have to teach them to myself, and it's like a bit overwhelming. But if I have that, I mostly just take something to eat or to drink, like tea or coffee, and then I just sit down and relax for 5 minutes and breathe, and then I start over, and mostly that works to be more chilled about it.
Okay. How you notice any difference between how mathematics is taught in your country and how it make be taught in other countries? Can you share a story of any culture approach to math education that stood out to you?
Well, I'm not sure how math is taught in other countries because, well, I've been to some other schools, for example, in France or Italy, and it's kind of similar to our system, I think. But here it's a very important subject. You have it from first till 13th grade, so you always have to have it. You cannot skip math. So I think it's very important here.
Okay. Can you share any personal experience about how your parents or guardians helped you with math? Did they play an active role in supporting your learning?
Mm, well, my mother doesn't really like math,
Hmm?
so
Good.
if I have a problem, I can't really ask her. But when I was a bit younger, I had to take like extra classes in math because it was too hard for me. And then she like financed that and helped me, and also like mental support if I if I'm
Okay.
too stressed.
Okay. Okay. Next. How have you ever participated in math competition or math relic event? What was the experience like and what did you learn from it?
I think in sixth grade we had like a math quiz where we all had to write like a test, and then you could win something. Um, but I didn't really like it because I'm not good at doing math under pressure, and we only had like 20 minutes, so it
Okay.
wasn't very nice.
Next. Mm, how do teacher in your country connects mathematics to the real world application? Can you give an example of math is applied in practical situation outside of the classroom?
um, we sometimes have to solve like exercises about real life situations, like building houses or measuring something outside. And some of our teachers went outside with us while we had classes, and we had to measure something by ourselves, and then afterwards we had to work with it. So, like that.
Was there ever a particular math topic that you find difficult to grasp? How did you finally understand it? And was the a specific approach or resort that help you?
Well, most topics are kind of hard for me at first,
Mhm.
but then I just try to refresh my basic knowledge because most of the time that helps to get like a better understanding of everything. And also my friends, how I said, help me, or I watch some tutorials on YouTube. We have like a lot of teachers who post YouTube tutorials for the subjects, and I watch that, and I can pause and write things down, and that helps me a lot.
Okay. Next, can you recall a memorable math project or assessment you worked on? What was the mm, most interesting or challenging part of the project?
Mm, I don't remember like one specific big project, but we sometimes have to solve like smaller projects in groups, and there's just interesting to work together and to solve it together, I would say.
Did you study in mathematics influence your career change in any way? Can you share a story of how math has played a role in your professional life?
Well, I'm not very sure about my career choice yet, so I don't know yet, but I'll probably do something with like art or fashion, and sometimes you need math there. How I said, to like calculate if you sew something.
If you could give advice to a student who is struggling with mathematics, what will you tell them? Can you share any personal experience or tips that might help them improve?
My advice would be to ask a friend who's good in math rather than a teacher, because sometimes teachers aren't really able to explain it the way like people our age, because they have like a whole different understanding of math. So yes, this, and also just to take your time, because it's like very complex and it's normal to not understand everything right away. So yeah.
Okay. Finish.
Hello.
Thank you so much,
No
Freda.
problem.
Mm, wait, are there any of your friend or family that can help me, my friend? Interview one.
Yes, I can ask my brother maybe later.
Oh, okay. Via chat.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Freda.
Perfect.
See you. Nice
No
to meet
problem.
you. Enjoy.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
So much.